Dartmouth is a D1 program, so there is a mix. You know, BU came in third last year, so there's actually an interesting mix of D1 and D3 in this event.
Well, we have a little downtime here, folks, so take a minute and thank a couple more of our sponsors. I'm going to thank that you should savor the moments at Head of the Charles with La Crema. Join La Crema Tasting Room for the finest wine experience, exclusive tasting, and elevate your weekend with La Crema's exceptional wines. Visit La Crema, the official wine of the Head of the Charles, at the Falls Bar next to the award tent. Now that sounds like that would be pretty good after getting a medal. And we can see our first crew approaching CBC now. Well, I recognize those green unis and the green and white blades. So that is Dartmouth coming down the course. Current record holders. They got gold last year. They set the course record. And looks like green has put a big amount of space between them and any of the competition. From our elevated vantage point, we still can't see another crew. You know, if I were a gambling man, I'd say they're trying to do it again.
We can only now see the boat that's following Dartmouth. That's probably got to be about a 35 to 45 second separation between the first crew through Elliott Bridge and the second crew coming along. So
which is about triple the anticipated start distance. Oh, and we have a clump of crews right behind them. So there may be some.
That's Purdue there coming around the bend with bow number 2.
Yes, they're coming around a little bit wider. They might be yielding to a faster crew.
Yielding to the BU men, although maybe not yielding that much actually, as we see these boats coming closer together.
Or
that's
perhaps they have a new coxswain who isn't familiar with the course as their previous coxswain.
That's BU in the red and white. And then on the outside, so those are a couple of, their first 3 boats down the course are collegiate crews. But then we have New York Athletic Club coming around the outside of the turn in their distinctive Nyack red and white colors. Nyack pressing hard here against BU.
New York AC, very competitive youth programs, very competitive club programs. Yes, they're bow ball on stern deck with BU. They're going to want to try to overtake that BU boat as soon as they get out of that bridge. But
this will be a case where the coxswain will be jockeying for the inside of that turn as they come up on the Belmont Hill Boathouse. And we've got LaSalle College in bow number 5 entering the bridge. This is LaSalle's JV4.
Wearing all white. Looks like we have some LaSalle fans here. And I see Riverside across from us now.
Riverside Boat Club, bow number 7, and their distinctive blue and white stripes, followed by
overtaken the Harvard boat. This would be the Harvard Club A boat. And it looks like Harvard has put some space between them and the next crew as well.
That's the second New York Athletic Club crew, bow number 8, coming around on the solid red unis. They're going to be followed by Lincoln Park Boat Club, bow number 10, out of Chicago. Bow number 10, Lincoln Park, seems to have passed the Riverside B boat, which is now coming around the bend in their blue and white stripes. And Riverside will be followed around the turn by bow number 11, West Point. These are current undergrads serving at the West Point Military Academy.
And we have a large gap between West Point and the next crew. Next crew has also put space between them and the competition. Coming around the corner with a pretty good point, that is UMass. That's out of UMass Amherst. They have a competitive program out in western Massachusetts.
Unofficial results. It looks like Dartmouth has defended their title in this men's club fours event. Again, still unofficial results. It looks like at this point the Nyack A boat is in second place, followed by the BU crew, with Purdue, who finished last year, holding on to fourth.
Across from us right now appears to be CRI, bow number 13. That's their comp men's four, coached by Kelsey Foster. And now we have UVA, their club four, always recognizable with the orange with the large V emblazoned on their backs. And approaching CBC with a tight angle on the buoy line, riverfront recapture. Blue unis with a high-vis green stripe. And on the buoy line, Austin from Austin Rowing Center. They're trying to hold off a moving Harvard club. I believe this is the Harvard B boat. They've been moving up the course, and they have bow deck on stern deck. So you know that Harvard coxswain is trying to get his oarsmen to push them so that they can get the better line off the back corner of the Belmont Hill dock.
Bow number 18, we've got another California crew. This is University of California Davis in the Navy tanks with yellow stripe.
I always have to do a double take on them because their oars look almost identical to Trinity College oars. It's just their stripe is about twice as thick. That is the only difference.
Followed by University of North Carolina men's crew. We've got the Tar Heels coming through the bridge here.
Coming up from Chapel Hill, joining us here in Boston. And coming around the corner, Coxon is on a good line. That is bow number 22. Vesper. Again, as we were saying, one of the oldest clubs in the United States. Long history with Vesper rowing.
Next one's Rochester.
And coming up behind Vesper in the yellow Empacher hull with the navy blades, yellow slash, and an R emblazoned on the bottom corner. That is University of Rochester rowing. And they have overtaken St. Paul's. So that would be, St. Thomas from St. Paul's, Minnesota. And that is, they're coming down the course in the purple unis, purple blades with, looks like a white cross on them. When we have two crews coming around the corner now, looks like the orange crew, bow number 25, the coxswain is demanding the crew out in front to yield.
That's
bow number 23.
That's CPWRC in bow number 25, pushing out Southern California, bow number 23.
And they have yielded. They appear to be wearing UVA unis. So this may be an affiliated UVA club.
We don't quite know what CPWRC stands for, but some kind of a clue there for University of Virginia alumni. Neck and neck as they head into the bridge. Bow number 25 is going to be looking for an advantage. A little bit of an oar clash there.
Yes, very close. You always want to avoid that. You lose speed and you risk damaging your equipment as well as catching a crab. Bow number 24.
Out of Los Angeles.
In front of CBC now.
These are the Sea Lions from Los Angeles. Go Sea Lions.
And approaching now is bow number 26. That is Connecticut College, followed by Potomac. That's bow number 28. Potomac in red. Again, those are red blades with a white star emblazoned in the center.
Again, for those just catching up with this event, you've got about an equal mix of collegiate crews, both D1 and D3, and then club crews, masters rowers in their 20s that are competing for local clubs here in Boston as well as from all around the country.
Clarkson.
This next crew with the green and yellow blades is Clarkson College, coming out of Potsdam, New York. Their comment in their entry was that they are trying again for that elusive guaranteed bid. We talked earlier about how important it is to be able to guarantee your club or your school a bid for next year's Head of the Charles. In aggregate, across all the entries, only about 30% of the folks who apply for an entry across all the hundreds of different events, dozens of different events, only about 30% actually get an entry in any given year.
And in front of us, approaching the bridge now, is PNRA Mercer, bow number 30. They have a very accomplished crew there, several lightweight champions, as well as some Cornell and Penn rowers who are very successful in the IRAs.
And they're followed into the bridge by RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, bow number 29.
And now approaching the bridge in the black hull, black unis with the red stripe down the legs, rowing club at NC State. So North Carolina State University. A little bit of rivalry between NC State and UNC, of course.
They're followed on the inside by Lincoln Park Boat Club.
Bow 33.
With Alabama taking the outside of that turn.
Yes, Alabama being with the black hull with the high-vis yellow stripe down the top deck. And we have two crews on the Boston side. We have bow number 34 overtaking on the Cambridge side, bow number 27.
That's the Harvard Business School alumni, rowing with the distinctive dollars signs on their blades, and they've overtaken boat number 27, which is rowing in color.
Yes, the business school is also rowing in white button-downs and red ties because, of course, they are the business school. They're going to wear business attire. Bow number 37 in the blue hull is approaching the bridge now.
That's the United States Merchant Marine Academy, followed by number 38, North Adams. These are alumni of Williams College, Dartmouth College, and Potomac Boat Club.
As we were saying earlier, the Head of the Charles does not have the rigorous requirements of official racing kit as some of the other races throughout the racing season. So clubs like the Harvard Business School will have a little bit of fun with it.
Coming around the bend here, we've got another crew from UC Davis with the blue and the yellow stripe, followed by Minneapolis Rowing Club in green, bow number 41, and they are just ahead. They've overtaken bow number 40.
Has just completed their overtake around the corner.
Which is Henley Island Rowing Club, another club crew from St. Catharines, Ontario.
And then we have one more crew coming around the corner, which is St. Lawrence. That would be New York, from up in the mountains. We think we have one more crew in this event. The next event is the Women's Club 4, start time 12:53. We have one more crew coming around the corner. That is the last crew of the men's event. Bow number 42, Great Bay. They're from Dover, New Hampshire. They're a community club out of Dover, New Hampshire. Those of you on the bridge will make some noise for our friends from Great Bay as they approach. Looking at some tentative results from the previous this current event, the two New York AC boats, bow 4 and bow 8, placed just over 2.5 seconds apart. Those are two very balanced fours. So again, folks, this is Great Bay from Dover, New Hampshire. Let's make some noise up on the bridge. Being coxed by a 16-year-old. Gotta love community rowing programs. Always love to bring new people to our sport. So again, next event is event 32, Women's Club Fours. Duke women placed first last year.